good to go for our first Mayor on the Move, brought to you by West Suburban Bank, unlike any other bank. I'm Danielle Tefano. Today we are in Romeoville, and John Noak is with me. He is the mayor of Romeoville. You know that there's a ton of stuff going on.
I'm very excited to show you, especially what we have going on in the Route 53 corridor in the redevelopment area, and just even the history of the area. There's a lot of activity in that corridor. We're a growing community. You know, a lot of people I think would be surprised how big of a community we really are. We're nearly 40,000 in population, one of the largest suburbs in Chicago.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to check it out and see what we have going on. I should have told you this before. I'm a terrible driver, so this will be a lot of fun. All right, so let's make sure I don't run anybody over as we pull out of Village Hall here. So tell me a little bit about Romeoville.
Well, as I said, we're nearly 40,000 population. Makes us about the 42nd to go to the left. We 42nd largest in terms of population in the state of Illinois. We're in the southwest suburbs, obviously, for those who may not know. And we were one of the fastest growing mid-sized communities in the state of Illinois. So, but we continue to grow. We were very proud to also say we're one of the communities that has never had a negative year of job growth in Illinois, even through the recession. I've been mayor now for this month 8 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Turn left here, and as we come out of our Village Hall, which we just opened 5 years ago, it's a great project for us. That when the time we built it, we were almost $7 million under budget and on time. So we're very proud of this project. It's been a great amenity to our community.
Going back to Village Hall, I saw that big amphitheater in the back. What's that all about?
Well, as part of the project, when we were doing the design with our architects and our staff and our board, one of the goals of the site was to create a village hall that brought in the natural scape of the area, brought in the natural elements, and also was inviting and brought people to the site, the municipal complex, on a regular basis, not just for municipal business or as the police department's a good part of the project, or to the police department, but it was an active space to bring people together on a regular basis and make the government site more inviting. So one of the things we added was this very nice amphitheater, and actually it's probably one of the larger outdoor amphitheaters owned by a government in the area. But it allows us to put on free programming throughout the season, free concerts, our Romeo Fest. You know, a lot of charities use it over the last 5 years as well to put on fundraisers. So it really becomes a central point for the community to come and gather and just get to see each other in a less formal atmosphere.
So where exactly are we headed to right now?
Well, we're heading now east on 135th Street, which is dead center in the middle of Romeoville. You know, as I said, over the years, Romeoville's grown exponentially, and this is really kind of the heart of the community now, this 135th Street corridor, and we're going into what we call our Route 53 corridor, and if we're going to hang a right, and we're going to go south for a moment. As we come through this intersection, this is kind of an exciting intersection here in Romeoville, as the 10 acres off to our left over here is set for new development this year, and we're very excited about that. It's actually property owned by the Joliet Diocese that they sold for development, and we've recently had our Burger King get redeveloped on this side. We've really cleaned up this intersection quite a bit with new amenities, and this year will be a really exciting time. You know, one of the things that we talked about the week before last is that we're going to have a groundbreaking. If you keep going further east here on Route 50 or on 135th Street, over the canal and the river, we're going to be opening up a brand new metro station. We're going to have the groundbreaking later this year, and it's very exciting. You know, you don't hear about too many communities getting a brand new train station,
right? And
that's going to be a great thing for us as a community as we continue to grow. One of the things I was going to say is you may see the Doppler radar there. This is actually the home for the Weather Service's headquarters here in Illinois.
Oh, that's cool.
So all the broadcasts and all the weather everybody gets comes from Romeoville, Illinois. So probably the thing it's kind of funny when if you were to ever run a Google search on Romeoville, the thing that'll come up more times than anything else is the weather reports.
And everybody cares
we're the
about
home
the weather.
Of the weather.
Yeah, I opened a business that I was asked to give you.
That sounds great. We always like new businesses. You know, we are constantly, in fact, actually, we opened, I believe, somewhere around over 80 new businesses last year alone. And the village created, within the village, there was over 1,000 jobs created last year.
So we're learning so much about all the interesting things with Romeoville as we go up and down the Route 53 corridor. And I was reading a lot about you, and it seems like you're a policing guy. You're on committees, and you're doing all this volunteer work. Tell me a little bit about you.
And I have a 4-year-old.
And you have a 4-year-old. That's probably your primary job.
That really probably takes up the biggest chunk of my time. And he's wonderful. Very blessed to have such a wonderful child and family. But I try to keep busy. You know, we're one of the relatively few full-time mayors in the state of Illinois. There's a couple of us in this particular area. And there's a handful throughout the state. And that, you know, obviously with our growth, that gives us a lot of advantage because it allows me to be involved and us to do a lot more and be a lot more involved in things as we're growing and our activity level is very high. Yes, I am fortunate to serve on 3 national committees with our national association. In fact, actually I serve on the Transportation Steering Committee, which obviously everybody who knows Illinois transportation is vital for our economy. And so I'm fortunate to serve on that. I also had the good fortune of serving on what's called the CMAP board for Will County, which is the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning, which does a lot of the big picture, urban planning and long-term planning for our entire region. I'm very proud to be able to serve our county on that. But also, I've been fortunate to serve on a number of things. I actually was able to serve on the Illinois Campaign Finance Reform Task Force, and actually, you know, it was something special because I was one of the last people to be able to serve with Don Clark Nash. He actually served on that committee, and you just be able to serve on a committee with people who are, you know, anybody would know. You know, it's kind of neat, and I got to serve with a lot of really good quality people from both political parties on that commission. So I've had the good fortune of being able to do quite a few things in my role in a lot of different ways, and trying to better not only our community but our state and our region.
Yeah, cool.